Hello, future engineers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still new to my channel and you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to share my videos to your friends and to your friends' friends, to your younger brothers and sisters who would want to take up engineering in the future, and to your relatives. That's one way you can keep me going, inspired, and refreshed. Now, if you find my videos interesting and important to your studies, also please don't forget to subscribe. Hello, future engineers, viewers, subscribers, and students. Here is another video in calculus. This is about limits, calculations of limits. I hope that you will find this video important in your preparations as students. What is important here is that you know the principles on calculating limits, and it is simple as long as we apply the theorems on limits. So evaluate the limits. So we have limit of quantity x squared plus 3x minus 5. By the way, there are 10 exercises here. If you want to anticipate the solution to these problems, you can by pausing the video. Check your answer later. So for number 1, since this is simply substitution because there's no indeterminate form here, there's no denominator, so we simply evaluate the value by substituting the value of x, which is 4. So number 1, limit as x approaches 4 of x squared plus 3x minus 5 is simply 4 squared plus 3x minus 5. 4 squared 16 plus 3 times 4 12, so 28. 28 minus 5 is 23. Number 2, limit of quantity 2x squared plus 4 plus x plus 4 as x approaches negative 1. So again, we simply substitute. There's no indeterminate form here. So 2 times negative 1 square plus negative 1 plus 4. So 2 times negative 1 square is still 2 minus 1, 1 plus 4, so 5. Then number 3, limit of quantity y cubed minus 2y plus 7 as y approaches 3. So this is just 3 cubed minus 2 times 3 plus 7. 3 cubed is 27 minus 2 times 3 is 6. So 21 plus 7, 28. Number 4, limit of quantity y cubed plus 5y minus 1 as y approaches negative 2. So this is just negative 2 quantity cube plus 5 times negative 2 minus 1. So negative 2 cube is negative 8 plus 5 times negative 2, negative 18 minus 1, negative 19. Number 5, limit of quantity 2t squared plus 1 over t cubed plus 3t minus 4. Although there is denominator here, this is a fraction, but the denominator is negative 4 when t approaches 0, so there's no problem with this. So all you have to do is substitute t is 0. So 2 times 0 squared plus 1, the numerator remains 1 over denominator 0 cubed plus 3 times 0 minus 4, the denominator remains negative 4, so the limit is negative 1/4. Number 6, limit as t approaches 1, so the denominator is not 0, so substitute 1 plus 1 square over 2 quantity 1 square plus 3, so the numerator is 2 square, so that's 4 over 2 times 4, the denominator is 8, so 4 over 8 is 1/2. Number 7, limit as of 3w squared minus 4w plus 2 over w cubed minus 5 as w approaches 2. Again, the denominator does not approach 0, so there's no problem with this. We substitute w3 times 2 square minus 4 times 2 plus 2 over 2 cubed minus 5. So that would be 3 times 2 squared, that's 12 minus 4 times 2, so 4 plus 2, 6. The numerator is 6. 2 cubed is 8 minus 5 is 3. So 6 over 3 is 2. Number 8, as W approaches -1, the denominator is not 0, so it is 2. The numerator is 3 times -1 cubed, so -3, minus 2 times -1, so +2, so -1, plus 7, so 6. The denominator is 2, 6 over 2, so the limit of that function as W approaches -1 is 2. 3 rather, 6 over 2 is 3. Then additional involving trigonometric functions. So as limit of sine squared theta over tangent cube theta as theta approaches pi over 4. Pi over 4 is in degrees 45 degrees. So sine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. I hope that you can recall that even without a calculator. Sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Tangent of 45 is 1. Tangent of pi over 4 is 1. The denominator is 1. So this is not crucial. The numerator is square root of 2 over 2. The denominator is 1, so 1 cube. So limit of sine squared theta over tangent cube theta as theta approaches pi over 4 is quantity square root of 2 over 2 square all over 1 cube. So the denominator is still 1. So all you have to do is evaluate the numerator. Square root of 2 over 2 quantity square is 2 over 4 or 1/2. So the answer to this is 1/2. Then finally, number 10, limit of sine 2 theta over sine theta tangent theta as theta approaches pi over 6 is when theta approaches pi over 6, the denominator do not approach 0, so we simply substitute. So sine of 2 times pi over 6, pi over 6 is 30 degrees, times 2, 60 degrees, and sine of 60 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. I hope that you can recall that because those are special angles, and it is also needed that you are able to familiar with the exact value of common trigonometric functions of common angles like 30 degrees, 0 degree, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, and so on. Those are special angles. Even 15 degrees, if you are really good in trigonometry, we can still evaluate uh, exact values of sine 15 degrees, tangent 15 degrees, using the half angle formulas or using difference formulas, and you should familiar with the common trigonometric functions. Like 15 degrees, you can make it sine of 15 degrees, for example, you can make it sine of quantity 45 degrees minus 30, then expand that. And as long as you know sine of 45, cosine of 45, sine of 30 degrees, cosine 30 degrees, then we can evaluate exact values of 15 degrees and multiples of 15 degrees. So sine of 2 times pi over 6 is sine of square root of sine of pi over 3 or sine 60, that's square root of 3 over 2. Sine of pi over 6 or sine 30 is 1/2. Tangent of pi over 6 or tangent of 30 is square root of 3 over 3. So this is equal to square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2 quantity square root of 3 over 3. So we can cancel square root of 3, both numerator, we can cancel 2. Then this 3 in the denominator will become numerator. So the answer here is 3 supposedly, but I'll still simplify this for your understanding. So square root of 3 over 2 times the reciprocal of the denominator, which is 2 times 3 is 6 over square root of 3. So cancel square root of 3 and 6 over 2 is 3. So that is 3. Then for your calculator part, set your calculator in the radian mode because you're allowed to use your calculator also. Especially for engineering students, you can use your calculator. You are allowed because it's a waste of time if we evaluate this mentally, although we can evaluate also this mentally. But since the calculator is allowed, then in the calculator there is also that calculate mode. You just type the function alpha x squared plus 3x 3 alpha x minus 5, then press calculate, then set the value x4, then you will get the answer, these answers here. You do that for the rest. Then for functions involving trigonometric uh, functions like this, you set your calculator in the radian mode, then also type these functions, these fractions, then you just press calculate, then set angles like pi over 4 or pi over 6. So after all, evaluation of limits is an easy, very easy job.